great critique with flawless rationale questioning the previous government on their approach to investment, disinvestment, reform, growth, poverty alleviation, etc., etc., etc. And yet, as a part of the ruling government, many of these issues that you have questioned so rationally remain unresolved. Let's start with an excerpt from your chapter which says, "Restrained applause for cautious budget," where Mr. Chidambaram argues that growth is a function of income. He points out that while the then FN, Mr. Jaswant Singh, took steps to augment and promote investment in a number of projects, namely 48 road projects at a cost of 40,000 crores, modernization of seaports at 11,000 crores, as well as investments to boost the agriculture sector, textiles, etc., etc. And as he says, I quote, "This is quite a handful, but could Mr. Singh have done better?" By the way, Mr. Singh here is Mr. Jaswant Singh. I believe so. It is a pity that the government cannot look to sectors beyond roads and railways. If there is one sector that is crying for reform and which could absorb almost unlimited amount of investment, it is the power sector. I had fervently hoped that Mr. Singh would announce a dramatic new initiative led by NTPC to make investments in the power sector. Unfortunately, the fight within days the goodies came. I cannot complain about some announcements because I have been demanding them for months. The peak rate of customs duty has been slashed from 25% to 20%, and that is good. Excise and customs duties on a wide range of goods have been reduced, and that too is good. Cars will be cheaper, air travel will be cheaper. The remarkable thing is nobody is complaining. Not even domestic manufacturers who will now face more intense competition. Mr. Chidambaram goes on in another para, quote, "The second round of talks announced on Friday includes grand plans to set up a 50,000 crore agriculture infrastructure and credit fund and a 10,000 crore small and medium industry fund to provide cheaper credit to infrastructure and manufacturing industries and offer a special bond scheme for senior citizens." These are what they are, announcements. Jaswant Singh more than anyone else knows that the funds cannot be set up in 4 weeks as promised, and even if set up, may not be operational for months, unquote. You also have made a reference to the fact that these softs are nothing but vote-catching softs just prior to elections. Cannot the same be said of the mother of all softs that you have announced at this budget, when farmer loans were waived in toto with the noble objective of lifting farmers out of poverty? Personally, I would have preferred to have invested this huge amount in geospatial, new cultivation and irrigation technology and provided better access to the market for these farmers.